Stay tuned for more from all of us at Moving America Forward.
You know, I was going to point out this estate planning, wills, trust thing, that's been a specialty of yours, and it was that way long before you really turned to elder law. Tell me what's so important for people to know about estate trusts and things of that nature that you point out to them?
Well, there are different types of estate planning. One is the traditional one, which is just death-oriented, and you can deal with that with a will. And another more important aspect in my mind is what happens if you don't die. Statistically, once you pass 65, you have a 75% chance of needing care before you die. That's in your home, assisted living, or nursing homes. And people just ignore that totally. And that's very expensive, because care in your home maybe it's $20 an hour or more for a bath aide or other people to come in to help you. Or if you end up being in assisted living, which means you can do a few things, but there are people there to help you, you're looking at $4,500 to $6,000 a month. And then if that's no longer adequate and you move into a skilled nursing care facility where you really need help with pretty much everything, my clients are paying $8,000 to $10,000 a month. And if you say, I want to stay at home and I don't want to go to a facility, you're talking about, for 24-hour care, $11,000 to $16,000 a month. These are huge bills that people have a tendency to ignore. So when we do planning, we plan with wills, and that again deals with death planning. So who's going to handle your affairs when you're gone, and then also who's a backup to them in case they're not around to do it, and who gets your stuff, who gets the painting, the ring, and that, plus who gets the other bulk of your assets. You know, does it all go to your spouse? Does it go to your kids? We also address what if they're young people. Young people in my world is anybody under 30. What I'm talking about is young people are legally an adult at age 18, and they're pretty much all idiots at age 18. All they know is how to spend money.
Right.
They don't know how to save anything.
Right.
So normally we say if there's somebody under 30, the money's managed for them until 30, because there are studies that show young people start to wake up in their late 20s. Wake up means get a job, don't bounce your checks, keep your car payment current. So that's the kind of things that's included in the will, and when you drop over dead, then we probate that will, meaning we go to court and have the judge say how things are going to be handled.
Right.
There's another way of doing the planning, and that's using a trust, a revocable trust. It covers all the same things that you cover under a will, but the trust also deals with if you become incapacitated. What I'm talking about is if the person who sets up the trust, let's say you set up a trust and you're in charge of your affairs, it says if you can't handle things, we have an informal way of having someone else take over. Usually if a doctor, and let's say you're relying on your oldest child to handle things. If the doctor and your oldest child say, yes, you're incompetent, you can't handle things any longer, they can file some papers with a court and be instantly in charge without having to go through a court process to take over and handle things. So it's nice about a revocable trust, it'll cover the death issues, but it'll also cover the incapacity.
The life issues.
Right,
is really
which is really,
Yeah.
so it's so important, because we all want to be independent and be in charge of our lives.